global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Hello guys, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today still talking about the appeal called judgment in Rivers State. It's still causing a lot of ripple right now because most of the legal luminaries are talking up about it, and one of them have questioned their sitting on Monday. Don't forget that on Monday the Matanamawale led assembly sat. They had a plenary, and in that plenary they issued an ultimatum to the governor of the state to represent the budget again. But then Falana had opened up on the true content and the meaning of that appeal called judgment, and it will shock you what he has to tell Martin Amawale right away. We're going to give you full details of what he said. But before we continue, if you're not subscribed to our channel, do well, hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our video. The senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has faulted the sitting of the Martin Amawale-led assembly on Monday. Monday, the Martin Amawale-led assembly held a sitting at the State Assembly official quarters along Aba Road, Port Harcourt. The House Leader, Major Jack, displayed copies of last week's appeal court judgment and that of Justice of Motoshaw, which ruled in their favor in January, recognizing Mr. Amawale as the Speaker. They issued a 7-day ultimatum to Governor Similaye Fubara to present the 2024 budget to them. Mr. Amawale read a letter that they plan to send to the governor. In the letter dated 8 July, they barred the government from spending from the state's Consolidated Revenue Fund. They accused the governor of breaching some section of the 1999 Constitution and the Rivers State Local Government Amended Law 2023. Among others, they said the governor's dealing with and recognition of the assembly made up of said suspended lawmakers constituted a gross misconduct and abuse of office. But Mr. Falana said Amawale and his colleagues were no longer lawmakers in Rivers State following their defection last year. The lawyer said they can only return as lawmakers if re-elected. According to him, he says 25 of them, if they claim they are legislators and they pass any bill, anybody can go to court and challenge it unless they want to have some political solution, and the political solution will mean that those who have left should go back to the electorate for renewal of the mandate. Once you become, you automatically lose your seat. You have to go and test your popularity before the electorate. Falana said, are they saying they are still members of PDP or what? Mr. Falana also said the Court of Appeal only ruled on the jurisdiction of the State High Court and not on the status of Martin Amawale and others. He said the appeal court ruling does not mean they could now carry out their legislative duties as lawmakers. The Court of Appeal did not say that they remain lawmakers because they have left their seats. It's automatic, Mr. Falana stated. The Court of Appeal simply said the State High Court had no jurisdiction in the matter and the case was struck out. The court did not say, you will hereby remain legislators in Rivers State. No, that judgment did not say, you are hereby restored. The Court of Appeal couldn't have done that because the matter of their membership of their house was not before the Court of Appeal. Unless they can get a judgment from the Federal High Court saying, you remain legislators, they have gone. Monday's sitting followed last Wednesday's ruling of the Court of Appeal, which dismissed the State High Court ruling that sacked them as members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Recall that Mr. Amawale and 25 others defected from the PDP to the APC on 1st December 2023, citing division in the PDP as a reason. But the PDP said there was no division. 3 cases are in court seeking the court to interpret Section 109, subsection G of the Nigerian Constitution, which states that lawmakers lose their seat when they defect. No court has ruled on their status so far. One of the cases is due to be heard on the 17th day of July 2024. This is really interesting. And this is what we were expecting from, other top legal luminaries in Nigeria, for them to come out plain and tell Nigerians exactly what that judgment actually means. The professor of law came out, and the same thing that that professor of law said is the same thing that senior advocate of Nigeria, Falana, is saying right now, that the issue was already settled. I think that is the problem that we have. I wish that AEs had an understanding of how the Constitution worked. All of this wouldn't have come up because AEs was the when he assumed as the Speaker of the House, he took the care that they should stop parading themselves. It is not important. If you have defected from any political party, automatically you lose your seat. It is provided for in the Constitution. There is no need of going to court to say, I want the court to declare that their seats are vacant. It's absolutely not important. And I think this should form the context and the content of the letter that they would have sent to INEC, that these people have become. For that reason, their seats are vacant, and also for that reason, you need to carry out electoral process that will bring in more 25 people into the State House of Assembly. That is exactly what they would have. It was very needless to go to the court to secure a mandate that blah 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 they are in and all of that. It's already provided for. It's like now somebody has stole somebody's car. A thief steals a car and he's been caught. And they say no, we have to take him to court for court to say yes, that since he has stolen, he has taken your thing, he's a thief. It makes no sense at all. When they take a thief, they is to just go there to say, this is the punishment that is going to be given to you. And but the issue of stealing, he's been caught with the thing in his hand, so he's declared a thief, and that is all. I think that was where the whole problem is right now, and that's why they seem to think that the judgment of appeal court was to say go back and sit as legislature. I think that even the governor seems not to understand, or whoever that is advising him does not show any form of understanding as it has to do with it. Because if they have an understanding, just like Falana had rightly pointed out, there was no need for even the governor saying the chief judge should not listen to them, blah, blah, blah. Those guys are not legislatures again. They are not state legislatures again, as far as the constitution of Nigeria is concerned. And when you start running around like they start feeling as if we are legislature. Can't you see they are scared to show you that the appeal court, what appeal court said was in our favor, blah blah. It's not important whether they sit down and say come and represent the budget. If not, we are going to do it. You just make sure that you pretend as if they're not. Even if they call you in any court and said you are being unconstitutional in your behavior and all of that, very simple reply that as far as I'm concerned, these people have no right to dictate for me how to run my government. Why? Number one, they are not legislature according to the provision of section 109 subsection G. Backham, immediately you do that. Even the lawyers will know that you know what you are doing. And for you to be running helter skelter, getting interlocutory injunction, getting ex parte order from left, right, center to debar them from having interaction with the chief judge and all of that, you are giving them more muscle. You don't understand. And I think that the person that would have fixed this whole is Attorney General of River State and the minister or the commissioner of justice. He's the person to fix this whole thing for the governor. Then allow him to be panting around and all of that. Those guys are non-existent as far as the constitution is concerned. They are not in existence. The only thing that they are expected to do it is for Amawale to take the government to court or take Fubara's legislatures to court and said we did not defect though. This is the thing, or we defected. But we are back. I don't even know how they're going to start it because it's not going to work. If you have defected from any party, for you to come back again, the rules is that you need to go to the polls. Let the people see that you have what it takes to run the show, and they will bring you in. That's just how it ought to be. I don't know why it's like this. I think that was the same thing. Is it Falana or one of the senior advocate of Nigeria fixed in Cross River State? When the issue of the camping also took place. So it's as simple as that. You do it and get some rest for yourself than to keep on running round circle, try to prove a point to people whom you already know. They are not legislatures again. It's very glaring. So much thanks to the likes of Falana who are speaking up. More lawyers should come out and speak up. And I feel that at this point, Fubara should rest and continue running the show of River State without any form of struggle. All right, that's where we would like to leave it. Let's meet our conversation. What do you think about this?
Global happenings today.